once we have the contract and pictures, then we're going to help you market this thing and get it sold. And if you can make 15, I'm going to give you 2 high fives. So someone who bought my Money Matrix course has a deal. We love hearing those calls, and she called and asked if we would help, and we obviously are glad to do that. It's a wholesale deal, kind of cool. Was a referral. She's in Houston. The seller, the home's North Carolina, seller's in Mississippi. I said, how did you find it? She said, a friend referred her. I said, so the friend knew that you were in real estate. And one of the things my dad taught me a long time ago, you got to tell the whole world what you do. When you do that, when people know that you're in real estate, deals can fall into your lap. That's what happened here. So we called her live, we recorded it. We're helping her fill out the contract. She's going to put in a contract for 19 grand, so it's a little bit of a lower price home. Fixed up, worth about 80, 85 grand, what she tells us. So don't know what it needs, but at the end of the day, you don't have anything unless you have a contract. So the first order of business when we sniff a deal, we think there's a potential deal that we don't always know. But if it's got enough motivation, enough of the right stuff, the first piece of advice we tell is always go put it under contract. You give a $10 binder, so you have it bound, 2-page purchase and sale. In this case, very simple, but you don't have anything to talk about until you have a contract. And it's a simple lesson learned a long time ago, but you can get ahead of yourself very quickly. So get the contract, get yourself 30 days, give or take, to close. You'll figure it out, and don't spend time worrying about if you don't close it. Put it under contract, then you have options to discuss at that point. In this case, she's just going to put out there on the market. I almost guarantee you she's going to make 10 to 15 grand just by wholesaling it, all because the deal fell into her lap. Listen to the call. Wanted to just record this for just trading purposes. We always want to make sure that that's okay.
Of course.
Okay, thank you. So, all right, so let's see if this if there's potential here. So tell me just a little bit about the deal. Is it in Houston or is it somewhere else?
It's in North Carolina.
Okay, and how did you find it?
A friend told me about it.
Okay, and tell me about it. What is what's the nature of the deal?
Okay, so it is a older lady. She moved from Mississippi. It was like a childhood home for her.
Okay.
And she doesn't want to keep paying the taxes every year. It's like $1,000 a year. She wants $19,000 for it. Okay. She did say 25, but I got her down to like 19,000.
Okay, there you go. Working it a little bit. I like it.
I'm trying.
Now she's not living there. Is anybody living there?
It's vacant.
Okay, and does she owe a mortgage on it?
No, it's paid in full.
Free and clear, and she's obviously sharing that she's maintained the taxes current, so that, to your knowledge, is being paid. So she's paying on an empty home and has to mow the grass in the summer and make sure that it's paid utilities and taxes, insurance, the whole nine, and getting tired of it. And so her reason for selling is just that. She just doesn't want to continue maintaining a vacant home.
Correct.
Very good, very good. So what are your thoughts, Demetria?
Well, I came up with a couple of comparables in the area I could find too, because it's a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath. She said 1,400 square foot.
Okay.
I usually like to do 3, but this is the 2 that are kind of, within a few miles of the house.
Okay. I think for the deal itself, the fact you're in Houston, this is in North Carolina, and it sounds like it's an off-market deal, so nobody knows about it. It's not as if it were publicized on the open market. My advice to you, and we'll help you do this, is to, now you're also a licensed agent, correct?
I am.
Great, that was good to know. And so, but we'll probably, I would prefer, and I think you'd be better served to use our 2-page purchase and sale agreement. But let's put under contract. You've negotiated her down. We'll get 30 days to close would be a standard, obviously, but don't know that we'll need more than that. Once we get it under contract, we're going to put it out, and I say we, and we're going to help you, but you're going to be the one doing it. It's your deal. But we want to help you do it. You're going to get that out on Facebook Market or Facebook groups locally, Facebook Marketplace. A couple other ways that we advertise. We'll get your ad copy. You may have it through the Money Matrix course, but I can tell you that within 7 days or so of getting that out there, I think you're inclined to have a wholesale buyer show up and take that off your hands. So what would the ARV be if it were all fixed up? You started telling me about some comps. And how did she come up with her price, by the way? Did you get that information by chance?
I pretty much talked to her, and I always listen for motivation. So I don't don't even start talking about numbers until I hear why.
That's it.
What's going on?
You gotta have a good
When
why.
I heard why, yeah, when I heard her why, and she was just kind of like pretty much just giving it away, I was like, okay.
That's it. That's it.
So I have an ARV. The average sale price is $82,500.
Okay.
And the average cost per square foot is $76.
Okay. All right. I don't do a lot of. I know people do. They like square footage valuations. It's never something I've done a ton of. So I look at the comps, and obviously there's different ways to slice and dice that. But ultimately, you've got equity in the deal. I'm sure the house could use some things, but all those things are aside from the point. The point is you are far away, and to try to get it renovated and buy it and take it what we call the long dollar. I wouldn't see that being your best option. I think it sounds like it fell in your lap, which is great. You're out. The people out in the world know what you do, so deals will come to you when the world knows what you do. But when you can work it the right way, I see no reason you can't get, I don't know, $5,000-$10,000 give or take in some sort of a wholesale assignment fee. So. That is my best, I guess, my best thoughts here. First things first, we don't have anything to talk about until we have a contract. So I would tell you that we want to use a 2-page purchase and sale. $10 would be the binder. We do want to bind it, so you do have that valid. You can figure out an easy way to get her $10, but ultimately we can get it docu-signed. It could certainly be a docu-sign agreement, and easier that way. What I would do next is this. I would call the seller back. Well, how did you leave with the seller? Let me ask you that. What was the last conversation and when?
I talked to her and got her email address probably about an hour ago.
Oh wow, good. I would tell her, I would call her back and just say, I've got good news. I spoke with, with my partner. You don't have to name company or anything. Just say it's for my partner, and this is a deal that we want to move forward with, and just say that we agree to pay $19,000. I don't know if you guys discuss closing costs. I typically will throw in closing costs when it's a deal like this. It's and then typically pass them on to the buyer. But many times, if the seller knows kind of what their net number is, it's easier to say yes to. Sounds like she's motivated, and it may not be necessary. But I would call her, get her excited, let her know that she's got a buyer for it, and that you're going to send her a very simple agreement that just memorializes what we've agreed to, the $19,000, and that we'll close it. We're going to run title, and typically title can be run in 2 weeks or so, but we usually always ask for 30 days just in case there's a title issue we have to work through. A lot easier to not need 30 days but have it than only ask for 2 weeks and have to go back and ask for more time. So easy explanation, but we always let them know. We always ask for 30. If we can close it sooner, then we will. Are you okay if we close it sooner? And she'll say, yes, I am. I say, great. But we always ask for 30 days for that reason. So give 30 days. We can tell her we'll get it docu-signed to her, possibly even before the day is out today. It's almost 3:30, 4 o'clock where we are, so that may be tough. But today or tomorrow, let's get her the agreement. Let's get it signed. Once you get under contract, now you have a control component, and that's when we take it to market. And I think the end game here is to assign it for a fee. I don't know that unless you had other desires and wanted to start, accumulating properties, but it's a different scenario. Now you've got to buy it, you got to find the cash, you've got to do some repairs. Then, if you want to keep it, you have to rent it all the way that you're in Houston, 2,000 miles away, and yeah.
I just want to wholesale it.
Hey, if you can.
My fee is $15,000, I guess, if I can get that.
Well, I like it. In fact, I like your style, Demetria. So I would tell you that then we would probably take it out to market at $35,000 or maybe $39,900. So I'm only going from what you've told me. But if the ARV is $82,500, I know you haven't seen it. What work do you think it might need would be another question. She may or may not be able to answer that. What would she know the cost? And if you did it, if you hired it out versus a homeowner doing it, there's obviously can be a distinction there. So I would say this, you would want to ask her for pictures. That would be, now she's not there anymore either, is she?
Yeah, no, she's not.
Does she have the ability to get pictures? Say again?
She has family there.
Yeah, that's a real big deal for the next step. We need the contract and we need pictures. If we can get pictures and a contract, you can figure out how to cash app for $10 for the binder. But once we have the contract and pictures, then we're going to help you market this thing and get it sold. And if you can make 15, I'm going to give you 2 high fives because that's a great little assignment fee. That would be more than I would expect on just a kind of a lower priced wholesale deal. But it looks like you've got the potential room for it. So that's a good starting point. Maybe start at $39.9. If it's too much, you can price them too high. And we'll know by the resistance of the market if we're too high, but ultimately we'll take it out, see what happens, and we can obviously drop it if we need to. But those would be the next 2 steps: contract and pictures. And so, do you need the contract, and do you need help filling out the contract?
I need the DocuSign one, and I also need to know the title company because I don't know what title company.
You don't need title right now. Don't worry about title. You don't need another. You just need the 2-page purchase and sale agreement filled out, and we can send a DocuSign from our server here, but we need we need a copy of that filled out. So.
So we fill it out.
Typically, yeah. If you but I need to make sure you know if you have the right one from the course. It says standard purchase and sale agreement. It's just 2 pages. Let's do this. Take a look at what you've got there. It's a 2-page standard purchase and sale agreement. I don't remember whereabouts in the course it is. That I didn't. All I do is show up and talk on camera. Demetria, I'm just a pretty face around here. I don't even know how they put those videos in there, but I want to make sure you have the right agreement, and then I want you to send it in. Let me take a look at it. We'll send a DocuSign. In the meantime, you get the seller excited that she's got a deal. We do need pictures, so you can start to. It's a lot better to market it when we have a bunch of pictures as best we can. And if we can put this together here in the next day or 2, you can have it out to market next week sometime. You have a scanner?
I have a scanner, yes.
Yeah, you scan it, email it back, and that's what we need. We can put that right in DocuSign. In fact, you don't have to. Don't sign it because, but I'm going to approve it before you sign it anyway. But don't sign it because when we put it in DocuSign, it'll send it to you and the seller for signatures, and it looks better when you can both sign a DocuSign. Yep, okay. That's it. Andrew will send you the agreement in the next 30 minutes, and he'll connect us right after that.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. You're welcome, Demetria. Talk to you soon.
Thank you, Andrew.
All right. Bye-bye. Hey, what's up? It's Scott here. I just want to give a quick update. One of our students bought the Money Matrix course, got her first contract, and is going to assign it. We think it's we're going to work with her just to probably wholesale it out. She's putting a $15,000 assignment fee in there. There's room in the deal. Looks like it's a good one and really exciting. So she got the signed contract. Pictures are forthcoming. We're going to get pictures out, market it. We've gotten her the template of where to put the marketing, what to say in the marketing, and she's got a big hit in front of her. Go Demetria. Excited for that deal and excited for you. Never know what can happen when you get out there and shake the trees a little bit. So good job. Way to take the course and put it in action. That's the key. You can have all the information available in front of you, but if you don't take action, probably not going to get far with it. So Demetria took the course, took action. Good for her. Kudos. We'll keep you posted on the result. Going for 15 grand. That'd be a nice little hit. Good luck, Demetria, and we'll keep you guys updated.